Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You know you're on with Bert, repping the Dividend Diplomat swag. What a great sweatshirt. Warm, it's comfortable, it's great for this time of the year, right, Bert?
That's right. Wait, I'm not the only one repping the Diplomat swag today, am I? There it is. See, we've got the hooded and the hoodless option right here for all of you. You're right though, Andy. Nice and toasty on a nice snowy Cleveland winter day.
That's right, guys. And today we're going to talk to you about the latest updates from what could be your favorite or least favorite dividend stock, AT&T.
Oh my goodness, it's back. It's back. But in all seriousness, we've got some very great and interesting updates. So we figured why not talk about AT&T? So before we get into it though, everybody, come on, you know the drill. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. You don't know where they are, you don't have to go far. Just look down here below the video. You'll see the subscribe and that like button. So thank you in advance, everybody. Laney, though, this is exciting. AT&T, and wait, it actually might have some momentum right now.
Hey, you take it easy, Bert. You take it easy. Yeah, AT&T has a lot of good momentum right now already in the year 2022. Everybody knows that AT&T is spinning off WarnerMedia and combining that with Discovery to create a new publicly traded stock.
Wait, what? They're doing what, Lanny?
WarnerMedia Discovery is coming here within probably the next 6 months.
Yeah.
And this past week, they actually AT&T announced some pretty good interim results about subscription growth. And a lot of commenters have been wanting an AT&T stock update. So this will be a nice, you could call it Q4, early Q1, 2022 update from the diplomats on what's going on right now. We'll talk about what's happening with AT&T stock, what the big news was, and how does AT&T stock look right now.
No, that's right, Lanny, because prior to the last few weeks, all the news about AT&T has been negative. Prior to that WarnerMedia announcement, the stock was trading as high as $32 per share. Announcement was made, future dividend cut and reduction was announced. That stock price plummeted and it kept dropping and dropping and dropping to lows of around $22 per share. It was insane just how much AT&T stock fell throughout the course of 2021. Negative news was everywhere, but this last release, as you said, Lanny, told some fascinating numbers in there about the company, what the subscriber growth was for something. So there is some positive news here. Do you want to start and share some of the highlights?
Yeah, so first, AT&T stock is actually up. Guys, AT&T stock is up the last 30 days, up 13.47%. They were trading in that $22 to $23 range, but as of January, 7th close, 7th or 8th, is it the 7th, right? Close, yep. It's $26.29. So the stock is up 13.47% right now over the last 30 days, up obviously year to date. Now, looking at what the big news was, I'll hit a couple, and Bert, you could take a couple here. Yep. Let's talk about AT&T's business, postpaid, phone plans. And they actually had a net add of 1.3 million during Q4, which was well above expectations of what AT&T was going to do.
Yeah, and the major headlines was that it heavily outpaced T-Mobile, who is one of the other companies that's trying to insert itself into the top 3 race and become the top 5G player. AT&T with their subscriber growth, they just took T-Mobile here, pushed him out of the way, gave him the little Heisman stiff arm coming down here and said, it is time to let the big dogs eat. We are back and we are growing that subscriber growth. And that's very important for AT&T because the foundation of this split is going to be with the media division heading out of there. AT&T is getting back to focusing on wireless and internet. So seeing strong subscriber growth from one of the 2 continuing units is a very positive sign to see.
Yeah, very positive. I mean, and that's what this release was really helped AT&T stock. Everybody's usually curious on what they're doing. Obviously, we're all anticipating the spinoff to happen and then the dividend to normalize. I know it's going to be a pill that we all have to swallow, but at least when you own Discovery, or Warner Media Discovery, it's good to know that they're going into it with at least 73.8 million subscribers to HBO Max, which again was above their top line expectations of 73 million. And then on top of that, again, AT&T, they actually added another 270,000 subscribers to their fiber for AT&T during Q4. So again, a lot of positive, momentum AT&T has.
Yeah, the fiber is going to be huge. They're just rolling it out on my street. I just got a notice from it. So all the capital investments AT&T is putting on the super fast internet, that's going to be a game changer for them, is starting to come to fruition. So I can't wait to hopefully upgrade to it. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much. Otherwise, I'll just be staying back on the regular internet there.
Nice. And again, we want to say, okay, they continue to expand that 5G and fiber. Again, there's some new stuff happening right now as well on this side, kind of behind the scenes right now between WarnerMedia and Viacom. Bert, kind of what's happening there?
Yeah, they're looking to sell off the CW, one of their networks there. So they're slimming down their portfolio. And I thought it was funny. I had no idea that it was a joint venture between those two companies. But as an AT&T and Viacom shareholder myself, and so are you, Andy, it's just kind of funny to see that they're looking to shed that asset right there from their books.
Right. So again, guys, that's the AT&T stock price, what it is right now. That's some of the big news again in summary, up 1.3 million ad postpaid plans, 74 million HBO subscribers, 270,000 new fiber subscribers to AT&T. So AT&T stock is up last 30 days, 13%. But now, Bert, what does that mean for shareholders? What does that yield look like? What does that dividend, valuation look like right now for AT&T stock?
If only there was a way, Lanny, for us to take a look and see if AT&T is performing well and undervalued compared to the market. Any ideas? Wait a second. Oh, there's the Dividend Diplomat Stock Screener, which has 3 metrics here. 1, PE ratio less than the S&P 500. 2, payout ratio less than 60%. Perfect payout ratio, 40 to 60%. 3, you got to hit that 3 there. Dividend growth history, where we look at the 5-year average growth rate and how long a company has increased its dividend, AT&T. Lastly, that bonus metric, the dividend yield. All right, Lanny, let's jump right in here. Let's see what's going on here with AT&T.
So AT&T, looking at the first metric here, trading at $26.29. Analysts still expect $3.21 from AT&T right now. That's a forward P of 8.19. Now, again, a little bit low right now because, again, they're already building in this spinoff reduction in earnings as what is being built into that share price. So again, a low PE ratio though of 8.19. Bert, what about that second metric, the dividend payout ratio?
All right, their current dividend is $2.08. That gives you a payout ratio of 64.8%. Obviously, we know after the spinoff, AT&T is going to cut its dividend. So let's hang tight, everybody. Let's revisit that when we talk about the current and their future yield as the metric, because obviously the payout ratio is going to change along with that. You want to take us to metric 3 here, Lanny?
Yep, metric 3, none. All right, Bert, would you like to? No, so metric 3 is dividend growth. There's no growth history right now for AT&T. They became, they fell off the list of being a dividend aristocrat. They did not increase their dividend for the last couple of years, obviously anticipating for this spinoff with WarnerMedia Discovery. So, Bert, what about you with that last bonus metric, the metric that most AT&T stock investors hold on to?
Yep. Their current dividend yield is nearly 8%. It's 7.91%. We may only get this for another quarter or two. So enjoy it while you can, everybody. That's fantastic. That crushes that 0.5% we're getting here at Ally Bank. The important news, though, is everyone wants to know what is that post-spinoff dividend going to be. While there isn't an exact number yet, some news is starting to trickle out from management about what you could expect. So typically we're estimating that post-merger dividend yield after they reduce the dividend to be around 4.75%. And to be much more in line with their arch nemesis, Verizon, ticker symbol VZ.
Exactly. So there you have it. That is AT&T. Low P ratio at just about 8. Payout ratio at 65%. No dividend growth right now. Probably in the future. You have to keep up with Verizon, obviously, as Bert said. Yield does obviously you get paid 8% now. Obviously, we think the yield's going to be somewhere in that 4.5% to 5% once this closes, kind of getting that normalized yield comparable to a Verizon stock. So there's AT&T. So Bert, what are you planning on doing with AT&T stock right now?
I'm still going to continue to hold. What was interesting is it was obviously a big debate over the last 52 weeks of what to do with AT&T as the stock price slid and more negative news came out. I didn't add, I think I only bought a couple shares when it was below 25, and I may 5-10 years from now be kicking myself for not adding more. But at least for me as a shareholder that had that long-term mindset, I want to keep holding this stock, I feel like I can breathe a sigh of relief here, seeing these strong results that were just posted, seeing the strong subscriber growth in wireless internet and even HBO Max, which is going to be spun off. It makes you feel like, yeah, you can see the future vision of where these two companies going. So not buying today. I'm just going to keep holding because I have a large AT&T position. What about you, Lanny?
Guys, I'm going to continue to hold my AT&T stock. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this combo growth, with WarnerMedia Discovery and with, obviously see what AT&T can do on a going forward basis. I think my biggest piece that I'm going to have to really think about is obviously owning Viacom. Then I'll be owning a WarnerMedia Discovery. So I have to really think like how much exposure am I now going to have to the media streaming space?
I think you should go all in. Just grab Netflix. Just grab Amazon. Just grab them all, Lanny.
Yeah, give me Comcast. Bring it. What are you guys doing with AT&T stock? Are you going to continue to hold? Are you buying leading into the spinoff, or were you buying, when it was at 22 to 23 range? We all know that I did get that share below 23, and I think Bert, you did too, right?
Of course, you couldn't resist it. You had to at least get one, everybody.
Had to at least get one.
Yep, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up, everybody. Thank you. Let's keep finding stocks to talk about and buy here in 2022 because it's all about getting to financial freedom.
Guys, that was Bert the Hurt, and this is Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.